hour of my day is very, very late.
What are we talking, 1 a.m. till 2
Yeah,
a.m.?
1:30 it can be, yep. And I'm up at 4:30 typically, 7 days a week. So there's very little time in the bed. But typically what it is it's often a FaceTime video. Everyone else in my family is sound asleep, but my daughter lives in Australia, so it's often a FaceTime video to her, and she's a night owl. Her and I love music together, and so we have Song of the Day that we often send to each other across the Tasman. So because of the time zone, I can often chat with her, and she's up late too. So yeah, so that's often what I'm doing, is chat with Olivia with a quick FaceTime, and then quick scan of the news
and
just
I might
before I
come
go
back
to sleep.
So you were invited to the Coalition of the Willing virtual meeting, but did not attend due to time zone differences. How is that acceptable, considering Anthony Albanese attended?
Because we're in a different time zone, and it was about 1 a.m. in the morning this morning.
Do you think it's important that you show up to those, especially considering the amount of progress we're seeing on Ukraine?
Yeah, it is, and I normally do, and I have tried to make them wherever possible I can. Obviously, this one was at 1 a.m. in the morning. It goes for 2 to 3 hours.
You deemed it not important enough to be up at 1 a.m. to join?
No, that I don't often stay asleep for long. I can get 2 hours, and then I might get up and do some reading for an hour, and then I might go back to sleep for another hour or so. But
people will not relate to that.
No, it's just sort of how I have been, and I think in my past life I did a lot of global travel, and I've sort of just learnt to survive as I need to with as little sleep as I get.
You will be familiar with studies that show that human beings need a certain amount of sleep for their cognitive abilities and for their mood and all that, for their physical health. So do you think you're just built different?
There'll be a time for me to sleep, I suspect, a little bit more at the end of this job one day.